If you're a man of a certain age, you have probably performed a highly anxious morning ritual. You stand in front of the bathroom mirror, pull back your hair, examine your temples, and search for any signs that your hairline is beginning to retreat. For millions of men, a receding hairline or a thinning crown is a source of quiet panic, spent on expensive shampoos, lasers, and prescription pills to stop the hair from leaving. We view baldness as a cosmetic defect, a glitch in our biology that we need to fix. But if you look at this from an evolutionary perspective, male pattern baldness is actually incredibly bizarre. Natural selection is a cold, ruthless optimization algorithm that quickly weeded out traits that served no purpose. Yet, baldness is highly genetic, affects up to 80% of men, and has been with us for hundreds of thousands of years. So, when did ancient humans start going bald? And why did evolution decide to take the hair off our heads? The story begins around 1.2 million years ago, on the hot African savanna. This was the era of Homo erectus, and we were undergoing a radical physical transformation. We were losing our thick, ape-like body fur so we could sweat and run long distances. But while we stripped the fur from our chests, arms, and legs, we kept the hair on top of our heads. It acted like a biological sun hat, protecting our massive, sensitive brains from the scorching midday sun. Heads with no hair stood no chance under the equatorial heat. So if head hair was so vital for survival, why did we evolve a genetic program to systematically turn it off? To understand this, we have to look at the biology of baldness. Male pattern baldness, or androgenetic alopecia, is not caused by a lack of testosterone. It is actually caused by a sensitivity to a highly potent byproduct of testosterone called dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. As men age, DHT binds to receptors in the hair follicles on the top of the head, causing the follicles to shrink, produce thinner hair, and eventually shut down completely. It is like a chemical landlord turning off the lights in your scalp. Because this genetic sensitivity is incredibly ancient, found in nearly every human population across the globe, scientists know it predates the migration out of Africa. It has been with us since the very dawn of Homo sapiens. But if baldness was a disadvantage, natural selection would have eliminated it millennia ago. The fact that it survived means going bald must have provided our ancestors with a hidden survival advantage. The first major explanation is the wise elder hypothesis. In a small prehistoric tribe, social signaling was a matter of life and death. Young males in their late teens and early 20s were packed with testosterone, physically aggressive, and highly fertile. A full, thick head of hair signaled youth, vigor, and potential threat. But as men aged, they transitioned from active, aggressive hunters into tribal leaders, peacemakers, and caregivers. Evolutionary biologists suggest that male pattern baldness evolved as an honest, highly visible biological signal of seniority. It separated the aggressive, high-risk young males from the mature, non-threatening, wise elders. A bald head was a physical badge of social status, signaling that you had survived the gauntlet of youth, possessed vital life experience, and were worthy of respect. But there is a second highly practical theory, the solar panel hypothesis. When ancient humans began migrating north out of Africa, they encountered environments with much less sunlight. In these cloudy, low-light climates, synthesizing enough vitamin D became a severe survival challenge. While our skin tone drifted lighter to absorb more UV rays, older males who spent less time hunting in the open faced chronic vitamin D deficiencies, leading to weak bones and failing immune systems. Evolutionary scientists suggest that losing the hair on the crown of the head effectively converted the scalp into a biological solar panel, dramatically increasing the skin's surface area to absorb weak sunlight and synthesize essential vitamin D. So the next time you look in the mirror and notice your hairline has drifted a little further back than it used to be, try not to view it as a biological failure. It is actually a highly optimized, ancient, evolutionary program. Your body isn't breaking down. It is simply running a piece of ancestral software that has been in our gene pool for hundreds of thousands of years. It is shifting your biological signal from the aggressive, high-risk energy of youth to the stable, respected, solar-powered wisdom of an elder. Your receding hairline isn't a defect. It is nature's crown of seniority, designed to show the tribe that you have survived, You have learned and you are ready to lead.